Hi, this is a brief introduction to what you get for the free website review. It's an overview of your own site using screen capture software like this, where I can scroll up and down your homepage of your website, and we can have a look at the different pages and discuss different aspects and give you some action steps that might help you get more hits to your website, get better search engine rankings, and ultimately better conversions from your visitors. Conversions meaning that if you get 100 people to the website, to your website every day, and one of those people buys, that's a 1% conversion. We would hope it'd be better than that, but that's a start. Obviously, the more people you get to the website, the better the chance you have a conversion. Conversions can be anything from signing up to your newsletter to actually buying something, depending on what kind of site you're running and what your target audience is. So this site here is one of my clients. As you can see, it's Sea Fishing in the Weymouth area of southwest UK in Dorset, on the Dorset coast. The kind of things that I'll be looking for on your website is how you use the text on it and how you draw people in, and what the search engines themselves can pick up from this. Now you'll see at the top here, the first thing I've got is Sea Fishing in Weymouth on the Amarissa. Now one of the top keywords that they were targeting on this website is Sea Fishing in Weymouth. Now there are other keywords like deep sea fishing and boat fishing and things like that. But for the homepage, they've decided on this. Now, if they'd have just had come fishing on the Amarissa as their main title on their page, then I would have said that that's not all that good for them, because unless somebody knows the name of their boat, although it's unusual, if somebody typed in fishing on the Amarissa, the chances are this website would come up first. But what if you've never heard of the Amarissa? You might just decide you want to go on a fishing trip. You might live locally or you might not. Particularly if you don't live locally, the chance of you hearing about the Amarissa in any other way is pretty slim, unless it's word of mouth. So you're going to search in Google for something like Sea Fishing in Weymouth, which is the main keyword, or deep sea fishing, one of the other keywords. And so we would go through and try and find out what that is. So we can see that this website is targeted pretty well. Now the other thing about this is that it's in a big headline font. Not all websites have to have this on the top. There are other ways of doing that, but the way that this template in the WordPress theme that they're using is actually set out like this. So that's a technical thing that we looked at, and also that is the title of the website, but it's also the technical title. That is the title that appears in the meta tags, in the H1 tag and the meta tags of the search engines, of the website, and that appears as the link in the search engines if you search in Google. Now that title appears here on the tab that I've got open here. As you can see, I've got several tabs open, but this is the main one. It also appears up here in the top left hand of the browser. That's how you can tell what the title is. Now it doesn't have to be the same as this one. It's not technically connected, but it is a good idea if you use the main title on your page. It's called the H1 tag, and I'll show you that in a minute. On the top of the page, and looking down the page, we've got other things here. We've got a call to action, which is book now by phone. We've got sign up now to receive email newsletters. Now the one thing that they could do to improve this is they could have an incentive for signing up. At the moment the incentive is just individual trip updates and promotions, but that's fair enough. That is an incentive, particularly if you've been before. You want to keep an eye out for it. But if you're choosing a boat, if you've not seen them before, if you're not settled on the fact that you want to actually pick up the phone, some incentive here for signing up would be good. It might be a voucher that would be delivered by email, for instance, for a certain percentage off the next trip should you take it up. It might be an ebook, it might only be a few pages, but it might be very valuable information on sea fishing itself. Sea fishing in the Dorset area might be about tackle, it might be about what you need to bring with you on a sea fishing trip, and again, not specifically for this boat but for any boat, so it's useful for anybody to sign up. But that's a good way of getting sign-ups on your email list. You can see that they've started their connections with social media. They've got a Facebook page, and we've set up so they can have a Facebook page showing on here, and you can like the Facebook page directly from here. Also, YouTube, the video social network, obviously they've started to use that, and they put this right on the front page to actually see the boat in action. The video is very short, it's only 14 seconds, it's obviously taken by a friend on their boat, so that's great. Could do with a little bit in improvement, perhaps a little bit longer, but at least it shows you the boat in action. I also, in these free website reviews, I take you a little bit further by looking at things like the page source to actually show you where these elements are. You can see there the title there, fishing trips in Weymouth on Aberystwyth. If that was wrong, if that could have been improved, that's where you'd have to change it, and there's different ways of doing that depending on how your website is built. Also the description, which is the bit that shows up in the search engines, and again, in your free website review I go into how to change that. I go into what it looks like in the search engines, so you can see how effective it is. I've covered 1 or 2 points here on the front page of this my client's website. Talked a bit about call to actions. When I do your review, I tend to go through it a little bit more methodically than just a quick overview that I've been giving you now. But you can see the sort of things we talk about, and if I think something can improve, I will say why it should be improved, and so I can give you some information about how that should be done. Again, obviously depends on how your website's set up and who manages it, and whether you can change things yourself, but the information will be there, which you can take to a web designer and you can use. You don't have to come to me for it. You can take this information and use it anywhere. So if you'd like the comprehensive overview of your website, when I look at other pages too, when I look more deeply into the keywords, the calls to action, and actually what you've got written in the text of your pages, and it could even we even talk about the URLs, the addresses that appear for your pages. Go quite in depth for this free website review. So if you would like your own free website review in video format, video screencast format like this, then please sign up. Details will be on the page you're looking at, either below or beside the video. So I look forward to getting your email, and I look forward to doing the video about your site. Thanks very much.